Yo, Adam Saxon with Guy in a Cube, continuing the paginated journey. We talked about parameters, but now let's think about how do we know if a given parameter was even filtered from the paginated side? Let's go figure that out. If you're finding us for the first time, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the videos from both Patrick and myself. All right, like I said, continuing this journey on paginated, using the paginated visual inside of Power BI reports. We looked at how parameters actually work, how those values get passed, and how you can tell what those values are. We also looked at how you can set up a date range from a parameter set without sending all of the date values in between that date range. Banana stuff. Now we're going to look at what if you have a situation where you need to know, like, well, was this even filtered? How do I know from the paginated side if this was filtered from the Power BI report? All right, enough of all this talking. You know how we like to do it here on Guy in a Cube. Let's do what? Let's head over to my machine. Right, so we've got all of the values here. And if I go to just like what we looked at before, show as table, we can see we've got all these values. You may have some items here that you're trying to send that have a lot of values. What will happen is when it gets to the paginated report, we're using this in condition where it's in this list of values, right? It's a multiple select item. That could be a lot of values. When you're getting into the where clause, maybe that could cause some issues with your execution plan on your SQL side. Just in this hypothetical scenario, I only want to include it in my where clause if it's even filtered. If it's not filtered, I don't care about it. Don't include it in the where clause. I don't want to filter on it from a SQL statement perspective. But how do you do that? How do we know? There's nothing there that indicates to me if I filtered that from the Power BI side. So all Power BI is doing is sending a list of values over to the paginated report. That's it. And that list of values is a filtered list. Now, how do you know it's filtered? And how do you know if the user individually filtered it from a slicer or the filter pane? That's really what we're after here. One thing I thought of was, let's say we'll focus on color, right? So I can go get a query that says, just give me the list of all the colors. And if I get that list of all the colors, then compare that with what Power BI sent me. And if they don't match, it's filtered, right? Well, that doesn't necessarily work because the problem is in the context here, we can see that based on the slicing and whatnot of the given visual itself, there may be items that are excluded here. And so this may not be the complete list of colors. And so what I want to do is I'm saying if there is a slicer that's used, let's say on sales, I'm slicing by category name or I'm slicing by year, or I'm using the filter pane to additionally filter. How do I know that this was, filtered? So what I came up with is, I will freely admit, this is a hack. The paginated visual doesn't communicate back to the paginated report that something was filtered in the Power BI report itself. One other thought I had was I can inject like any into the parameter list on the paginated side, but that's not reflected on the Power BI report, because then if I saw any, then I could just do a expression that says, hey, if any is selected, then ignore this. But I don't have that from the Power BI side. Another option you could do is inject any into the actual value list, but that has to be done in the data model, and that's not ideal, right? You're probably not going to do that. So let's find some DAX wizardry to maybe help us here. I'm going to create a measure here. Create it on the product table. Let's do new measure. Again, we're focusing on color here. So let's do, is color filtered? Boolean expression, true or false? Are we filtering it? Bam. Now, some of you may be getting a little ahead of me here, but hang on. Let's see what this does. Let's add a card visual and we'll drag our is colored filter item here. Bam, it's false. We're not filtered. And if I come in now and say, hey, I want my color to be blue. It's true. That's what we want. Yay, we did it. Yeah, maybe not. Hang on, let's see. Let's validate. Remember what I said before, this table will tell you what values are actually being passed back. And essentially this is a value we're gonna pass back to the report. So let's add it to the paginated visual. All right, is color filtered? Let's show our table, show as table. Uh-oh, it's showing true. Why is this true? And the card visual is saying, what is it? Oh, it says true too. Right, because we filtered. Let's clear that filter. Okay, we're false now. So now the table should say that we're false. It says true too, but at the total line, it says false. What is going on here? The challenge here is if we think about filter context and whatnot with inside of a table or with inside of a visual that you're doing, we'll go in and let's expand this. this value here, we are actually filtering by black on this line because of the table. So from a row context inside of this visual, the color is technically filtered on this line. We are technically filtering blue or black or whatnot. So this value in this context is true, but outside of the paginated visual, it's not filtered, so it's false. And that's actually correct. So how do we fix this? Let's go back to our measure and we'll add one more thing here from calculate perspective. So now we're saying, is it filtered in the context of this value? What ALLSELECTED is going to do is ignore the query that's being sent from the visual, ignore the filter context of color in this context, but any conditions that are applied outside, apply those filters. Now let's look, we're still false here. Let's go back to show as a table. And now we can see that we're false here. So this is what we want. So how do we wire this up? Go back to the paginated visual. We've got to add this as a parameter. So we'll do this. We want to make sure that this is a Boolean value, and we want to make sure that it's not multiple selection, right? We just want a true or false. That's it. And I'm going to default the value to false. This allows me to test the report, so I don't have to change it every time. So now we've got this in here, and we need to apply this to our report as well. So it's in the parameter list. Then we go to our query, and this is where I'm actually going to change up the order here. Now, ideally, you may want to do this for each of your parameters that are here. So how do we actually do this from a SQL statement perspective? Well, let's turn it into an expression. So let's go to the expression box. And then we're going to come down here. I just add a space, and then this is going to be the other part of our expression. So that'll be another string segment. So let's do an and. We're going to use the if expression from a paginated item. So we'll say if it's true, we're going to include this string segment. The other piece of this is going to be, well, what if it's false? If it's false, then don't include anything. And then make sure that we've got an and here for string concatenation. So we're going to come through and we'll do this expression first, and then we'll continue with the rest of the statement. So the big thing you'll have to be careful of is the where. So if you're doing everything, you have to account, well, should I include the where statement or not? So just be aware of that. But this simple expression will allow it to take into account that parameter. The other way you could do this is you could do it from a code block. So if you want to write some Visual Basic, you could do it from code as well. I've done it both ways. They both work. So let's hit OK. Let's run the report, make sure it works. It failed. Sales contains an error. We screwed something up. That's good. We verify, we test. Let's see what we got. So yeah, you can't just reference the parameter by going is color filtered. That won't work. What we got to do here is we'll go parameters and then is color filtered. From an expression perspective, that's how we have to do it. If we're in the query, we can reference it by just the @ sign. Yay. Let's hit OK. Hit OK. This should now run, and it does. So right now color is red, but I have it set to false, which means we should show all the colors, which we do. So now if I do true and we view the report, come back, and now we only see red. So this is working. So now we have to save it and publish it to the service. Coming back to our Power BI report, because the paginated report is now published, and then we'll wire up our new parameter. Let's go to edit, select sales report, set parameters. So now we see all of these are here, and the is colored filtered is there. We want to not use the default. And in this case, we're going to pass in our statement, see report. Let's pay attention to just the numbers, so we'll know that it's changing from that perspective. So if I come up to color and we filter, let's say on red, it's going to reload, and now we're significantly less, right? So let's clear that filter, and let's go back to our drill through and make sure that that's working. Come in, we'll filter by black, drill through details. Now we're filtered to black because it's being filtered down in the drill through piece. Is filtered as true, and now we can see that we are indeed filtering by just black, and it was included in the where statement. Bananas, right? So we can use this approach to just help with handling the paginated report. Maybe at some point the paginated visual will be updated to help with this type of scenario, but as it is right now, this is your only option if you feel the need to know if it was filtered from the Power BI side and pass that back to the paginated report. So hopefully this helps you out. All right, what did you think? Is this something you would use in your reports? You maybe have a different approach that you're using in this scenario? Let me know down in the comments below. I want to hear it. If you like this video, be sure to hit that big thumbs up button, smash it if you so desire. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button. And as always, from both Patrick and myself, thank you so much for watching. Keep being awesome, and we'll see you in the next video.